Levy wanted me to save it, but I decided I'm in the moment right now. I just experienced this like a week ago, so I'm pretty heated about this. So have you heard that people have been stealing catalytic converters from Priuses? Yes. Someone did, and here's the thing that pisses me off. Yes, someone did.
Dude, wait. Oh my God, that was me. No, I'm kidding.
What pissed me off is that, so they do this, right? They jack up my car, and we later found out that it was 5 a.m. in the morning when they did it.
How did you find that out?
Because there was like a little, so there's a ring light.
Ring camera?
Yeah, except it didn't get my car getting like jacked up. We don't even know if it's the same people, but get this, the people, and we don't know if it was them, but they slashed two other Prius's tires that were parked in front of the building.
Okay.
And then there was this nice white car, and I can't remember what type of car it was, but it was really expensive. It was like a sporty car, right?
Okay.
They took it and they just smashed the side of this car with a hammer.
Did they steal something?
No, nothing. They just smashed it for no reason. And it was parked on the same street as mine. But it was like the logic behind it was so weird. So the Priuses are parked like this, right? In front of the building. Then you have this side street that goes off, right? My car's there, the other nice car is there. White car smashed, my car catalytic converter stolen. The two Priuses in front of the building, just one tire, the same tire slashed. It was the back, I think, right tire, just slashed, and then that's it. It was the weirdest thing, and it. I know it made me actually like. Do you know when like something happens that's really frustrating in life, or someone does something and like it just enrages you? Like I had a psychotic moment where I was like, I imagined myself catching them in the act and like taking a tire iron and just like, I just imagine catching them or driving home and seeing them doing that shit and just swerving in. Like I had this whole entire like moment, and then I had to calm myself down and be like, okay, just. But you know when like you have that immediate like outlash where you're just like it's shock, and then it goes to like psychotic like anger at this person for like, you know, doing this shit, and then it's like, okay, I just got to move on.
No, for sure. Yeah, in my last apartment up in Woodinville, I had my work van broken into twice, like in like same exact job. Yeah. So I had. Oh shoot, we should take Blue's collar off real quick. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we'll be fine. So the first time my van got broken into was completely my fault. I was a dumbass. I had my tool backpack in the passenger seat, and then I had a second backpack in the passenger seat that had my laptop in it. So someone walked by, saw the two backpacks, fucking smashed it, and took off. Right. And
parked on this side street that like wasn't a part of the building.
It wasn't a good situation. I was a dummy. So then I stopped parking up there, and I stopped leaving backpacks in the front of your car. That's a lesson that you tend to learn once. And so they smashed my passenger side window. And actually, the first time I walked over to my car, got into the car, looked over, and I saw the broken glass, but it hadn't registered at first. And so my first thought was like, oh shit, I left my window down all night. And I saw like the glass, and I was like, man, is that like ice or something? Like that's just how naive I am. That like I thought, like I don't know if you've seen that like that Vine where like someone, it must have been somewhere cold as shit like Minnesota or something, where they roll their window down and there's just a sheet of ice, and the dude like pops his head through the sheet of ice. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have not seen that. No.
Either way, I'm such a dumbass. At first, I thought, oh fuck, I left the window down, and I was like, oh, there's no way that's glass. It's got to be ice, right? And so I'm looking at it like, whoa, this is a weird situation. And then it finally clicks of, oh shit, where's my tool bag? And then I'm like, oh shit, that's ice, or that's glass. And so I deal with all the repercussions of that. I have to deal with my work. We have to get the laptop replaced. It's a whole thing, right? And so then I decide I'm going to stop. It's here. That was fast. Okay.
That was quick. Dang.
Well, Kaylin wanted to bake cookies, and then she was like, does anybody want boba tea? And I was like, Kaylin, no. We're either baking cookies or we're ordering boba. Pick one. And then Jesse's dumbass was like, I would go for both.
Listen, when there's food involved, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Did you get boba?
Did I get boba?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Quick cut.
Wait, I'll get it. You guys can just...
Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay. Kaylin's going to go get the boba. So I dealt with the repercussions of the first time, and so I decided I'm not going to park on that street anymore, and then I'm obviously not going to leave a fucking backpack in the front seat. 'Cause that was a dumbass move, right?
Yeah.
And so then instead of parking on that back street, the parking at this apartment complex was fucked, right? And so either I never got a regular parking spot. Either I would park down at the main office, or I would park on the sketchy back street that my van got broken into. So I started parking down at the main office to the apartment complex. So I thought I was going to be fine. And I didn't have any backpacks inside of my van, but what I did have was I had my laptop on the floor of the passenger side.
Oh.
Hear me out. I had like 5 jackets on top of it. Like
Yeah.
there was clearly my van was just messy, right? There's a bunch of shit on top of it. But what happened was my van, random car, and then another random car, that second car got broken into as well. And so what I think happened, thank you, Kaylin. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
And so what I think happened was they saw something valuable inside of that other car, smashed it, took whatever was inside of that car, recognized my van from last time and thought, shit, we're already breaking into one car. Let's see what's inside of this one, right? And so I came out the second morning, my van window was smashed again, and my jackets were just all over the ground, and my fucking laptop was gone. And I was so, dude, I was so mad that I've never yelled at an inanimate object, but I was yelling at my window. I was just so pissed that I'm trying to remember exactly what I was yelling. I think I was just yelling like, you son of a bitch, like you mother. I was like stomping on the ground like a toddler. You really do get like a certain, like, man, that's I don't even know how to describe it, where you just get irrationally upset.
Yeah, when someone fucks with your stuff, right? Like someone also, I don't know why I've dealt with so many thefts in my life, but like, okay, so I was younger, someone broke into the house.
Oh, that's scary. When you were there?
Not when I was there, but the second time I was there, and that was at the condo. Did I ever tell you about this? The previous place.
They broke into your house.
Well, they didn't break in, but they more like walked in through the door, and they didn't take much of anything. I think they just got this jar full of
Oh, so they actually took
full of
something.
coins. Yeah, but they also took like some jewelry too. But I was in
Where
my room.
the fuck were you?
But I was in my room, and the thing is that the door was left wide open, is the crazy thing. And I thought my stepdad was home. I don't know what. I wasn't listening for that. I was like, everyone's home, it's fine.
No,
and then she opens up the door, and I turned. And
Oh, I do remember this.
I was like, wait, what? And then she's like, wrong house. And I was in shock. I was sitting there. I was like, wait a second. What just happened? And I was like, no, nothing could have been stolen. Like, it was open house too. So I was like, maybe she was trying to find the open house. Like, we were just selling. And I was thinking, okay, there's a rational explanation for the random woman being in my house.
No, this was at the old apartment.
Yeah. This is before we sold it. Like,
Yeah, but that's like a year ago.
yeah, that's like a year. Yeah, it was recent. And I remember that made me really upset because I was in the house and I kept having like these fantasies of like if I caught her like running after her and like tackling her down the like cement stairs and just being like just on the way down. And then this happens and I just about lost it. Like I remember like I went outside, the cops were out there, right? And the neighbors were standing around and I was like, what's going on here? I was looking really suspiciously and he walked over to me and I was like, oh shit, what's going on? Is it me? What did I do? What? And he says, is your car the one parked on the side street? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And he was like, I think something happened to your car. And then I was like, no. Like, I got really stressed. Like, I tensed up. And then I was like, he was like, yeah, they did some shit to our cars too. And I looked, and you just see the flat tires on the Priuses. Like, and then he's like, yeah, they banged up that guy's car pretty good. And they showed me a picture of like this smashed car. So I was thinking, what the fuck happened to my car? Right? And I walked down. And there's just a cement block just lodged underneath it. And they just took the catalytic converter out. And I just felt like I was like, I almost imagined like becoming like the dictator or something and like finding all those people and being like, you're going to make catalytic converters for the rest of your life. Maybe like, I was like, God.
You said they took your converter and then they fucked up 2 other Priuses?
They slashed their tires, yeah, and then the other car they just bashed in.
Maybe they just hate the environment. They're like, fuck these, like, I prefer gas guzzlers, you pussies.
But then, what about the car that was nice, like the sports car? That wasn't That wasn't
I don't
what
know.
do you call it?
I was just joking about them fucking up the Priuses. Holy shit! I had something similar happen to me with someone walking into my house. It was back when I lived with my mom at her condo, and my desk was right next to the front door. And I guess I didn't lock the door, and someone just opened it up and went wrong house, and then just closed it again.
That's the same shit.
Dude, same shit.
I think
wonder
they
if
do.
people just go for it.
That's in the rule book. It must be. They must say if you ever run into a person, say wrong house and close the door really
Dude,
quick.
it's so. Here's the thing. My person opened the front door and then did it, so it like makes sense. Like maybe they're like for a second time over to a friend's house or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Your person walked in the front door, got to the bedroom, opened up the door, and then said wrong house. Like they wouldn't have noticed. Like there's someone else's shit all over this apartment. I'm still gonna go to the bedroom though. Oh fuck!
I was in so much shock because I was like,
my
it took a
God.
while for the pieces to actually like come together because I was like, wait a second, wrong house. I was like, it's an open house, I suppose. Maybe she walked into the open house, and then I had to go, no, she said wrong house. That means she wasn't looking for the open house. She walked in here by accident, and she saw it wasn't the right house, and nobody was here. So I was processing all this, and then I was like, oh shit. Like, I was like, she wasn't who she said she was.
What did you just go looking to see if she stole anything?
I did. And I didn't think she stole anything at first until my mother got home, and she was like, oh, some jewelry is missing. And I was like, I think I know who did that. And I felt so bad that I didn't know.
What if your mom just thinks you made that up?
That's what I was worried about, too. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what am I going to do?
That's so random and out there.
Yeah, and like a jar of coins, too. Like, just the
Holy
most
shit.
random stuff.
Wow, Jesse, that's a fucking story.
I felt extremely bad that I mean, I didn't know because my stepdad just left the door open. When he left, because he thought that I was home, right?
Oh, so it wasn't like she opened up the door. She saw that the door was open and just walked in?
No, it was closed, but I thought that he was still...
You mean unlocked?
It was unlocked,
Okay.
yeah, but I thought he was still at the house, right? So when
Right.
I saw the door, heard the door opening and closing, sometimes he walks to the garage, walks back, and I was like, oh, it's nothing. And I don't even think it was in my, like, in the...
Didn't even think twice.
Yeah, I didn't even think twice. I don't even think I heard the sound because it was so normal for the door to open and close
Right,
multiple
right.
times. And then all of a sudden, there's a stranger in the house, and I'm like, what the fuck is
Holy
going on?
shit.
Your
Man.
Prius has been through some shit, though.
It has. Yeah,
So
speaking
this
of
is-
that,
this is
yes.
another thing that we wanted to talk about. So Jesse, oh man, your Prius has been through some shit. So
It has.
It got put up on a cement block. Someone stole the converter.
Yeah.
And we've done some shit to your Prius. I think the two things I could think of was we got it stuck in the middle of a field.
Yes.
Insert picture.
Insert.
Yeah, actually, you have them. Do you have
I
them
do.
still?
Kaylin?
I think I
I think Kaylin has them. I think we sent him over Messenger, but we got your car stuck in a field. So there's a big grassy field next to our general relative area. I'm not going to say the name of the fucking field,
don't.
but typically there's like poles that stop you from driving onto the field, and it was a snow day, so there's just snow all over the entire field. It looked beautiful. We were like, oh man, it'd be so cool to go to this field and do donuts like a bunch of dummies.
Yeah.
And we were in a Prius, and so of course we got like 20 feet onto the field and then just got stuck in the middle of the fucking mud. And then I had to fucking dig your Prius out, and you were like in reverse trying to like
Yeah.
stomp to get it out.
We had
so-
to use a sign. Do you remember that? We had to use a sign, prop
I
it
was,
under
I was
the
going to, I was
tires.
going to avoid saying that. Yep,
Oh,
there-
maybe we
there's
shouldn't.
the
Yeah, there it
photo.
is.
Holy shit. Oh my
Now I'm
goodness.
so fast at finding shit.
Yeah, good job.
That's quick.
This is from... Oh my god.
2000, I'm going to guess it's winter. Oh, that's got to be senior year.
from-
That's got to be...
I don't think that was senior
Oh.
year because
You
that
think it
was
was the year
before
after?
the. That was before the senior prank. Maybe it did happen towards the beginning that winter.
Yeah,
That's
the winter.
plausible.
Happened,
Yeah.
but
Probably
I
like
I sent this to you in July, I
Yeah.
think, because you wanted the photo.
Okay, so it's got to be like late 2016. No, we probably shouldn't
Oh,
say.
maybe we shouldn't. Yeah.
There's a lot of grass damage.
You knew me, so it was. I think it was 2017.
Okay,
'Cause I think it was after we
I
graduated.
mean we could look up when it snowed, but whatever. So that's the first thing I could think of was the time we got your Prius stuck in the mud.
Then there's the Great Fire. Don't forget
that's an
about
oxymoron. And then the second one was when we lit your car on fire.
Yes.
I've told this story a bunch of times. I wanted to hear it from your perspective because I don't think I've had you tell me the story because I was obviously there, right? So I want to hear it from your perspective, and then any detail that I remember that you don't mention, I'll bring up.
So, I take equal blame, by the way, in this because
you
because
should.
okay,
You
because
should.
I did let you into the car and I thought
Oh, fuck
with
you.
the fireworks again I didn't say anything and I thought it was funny.
You were having a good time.
I was having a good time.
Having a good time
I
with
will,
the
I will
boys.
say even more. I was having a great time. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. And when I saw you bring them in, I laughed. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I never thought that the car would light on fire.
Well, so hold on. So that's the other half of it. So Kaylin wanted to order boba, and then she wanted to bake fucking cookies. So now the cookies are done. But I didn't bring fireworks in the first place. We were at Levy's house earlier in that day, and to this day, I don't remember leaving fireworks at his house, but I guess at some point I left a bunch of sparklers at his house. And so when we were over at his place, he brought the sparklers out to me, and we're like, hey, these are yours. And so he just gave me like 4 or 5 boxes of these metal sparklers. I didn't come to your car with fireworks.
Oh, you didn't?
With the
Okay.
intention. No,
I didn't know
Levy
this.
just fucking gave.
So it's Levy's
You weren't there
fault.
for that?
No, I don't remember. I just remember you having fireworks.
No. Okay. So I don't. Maybe you weren't there. Maybe I was at Levy's house for whatever reason. But Levy just came to me with fireworks and he was like, "Hey, these are yours." And to this day, I don't remember leaving fireworks at his house. But he was gonna give me fucking fireworks. I wasn't gonna say no. He was giving me fireworks. I'm gonna
So
take
it's
the fireworks.
Levy's fault. That's what I think you're saying. It's Levy's fault.
I'm not saying it's Levy's fault. I'm saying
He
that
should have never given them to you.
The night didn't start with the intention of what had gone down.
I see.
So continue.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it was kind of a very slow progression. Like the first thing that you did, though, I remember you put the fireworks in the cup holder. And I remember looking at it, but I just thought it was so funny. I didn't question it. I was like, that's great.
Oh, cookies! Thank you.
Cookies, yeah.
So I unloaded. I don't remember how many boxes it was, like 3 to 5 boxes of these metal sparklers. And I took them all out and I just put them in the cup in the front cup holder of Jesse's car. And so Jesse's car looked like a box of straws, just with a bunch of sparklers sticking out of it. Continue.
And then I remember, I don't know how this happened, but through some conversation piece, we thought it was a good idea to light the sparklers, stick them out the window, and then it progressed even a little bit further from there. It started off just lighting them and sticking them out the window, and then it progressed to a point, and
I'm embarrassed.
me too. But
you should put a like an advisor. You're like, we don't approve of this.
Yeah,
this is a bad thing. We should
put a
not have done this.
disclaimer
Put a
above there.
disclaimer.
We do not condone this, but
We feel guilty. We don't
We
feel
feel
good about
guilty,
it.
but-
We were adolescents.
we started to scream, like we'd light them and we'd throw them at people, and then we'd yell, "Oh, Bob!" as we drove by. It just, the sparklers out the window apparently wasn't good enough. It wasn't edgy enough. It lost its charm.
It wasn't edgy enough, dude. So
Just
we were
progressed.
lighting them, leaving them in the middle of an intersection, leaving them in the middle of intersections. Then it progressed to us throwing them at people, which is fucked up. I feel so dumb having done that.
That was stupid. Like,
Whatever. You know what? You live and you learn. You stop being I don't even know what to call myself, an asshole. Jesus Christ, dude,
But
saying
you
that
saw
out
the
loud is
fire.
so bad. It's so cringy. But okay, you know what? Karma came back to us though.
It did, because then I remember how it happened was we saw some people by the lake, right?
Yeah.
As we were driving by and you
on the
shouted,
dock.
"Hey, do you like fireworks?" And you lit one and stuck it out the window, and a spark flew
No.
into the cup holder.
Threw it at them.
Oh, you threw it at them.
I threw a spark went back into the car, into the cup holder with all the fireworks, and the whole thing just went up.
That's literally instant karma.
Dude, legit. No, I'm telling you, it's like the best story of karma ever. So I'm like, hey, like you know how it is. Like teenagers would go with their girlfriend out on the dock, and they're like talking. They're trying to get like a blowjob or something, right? They're like out there with their girl, and then we pull up in a Prius. We're just fucking screaming at them like, hey, you like fireworks? You have to imagine it from their perspective, right? Because they're like sitting there, and the guy's like talking to the girl, like working his magic, and the two assholes pull up in a fucking Prius, start screaming at him, and like I bet it was probably inaudible. They probably even couldn't tell what we were saying. It was like, and then the fucking car goes up. And I remember that when we were doing it, you didn't have the car in park, you had it in drive.
Yeah.
And so of course the fucking car goes, and then we both bail, but the car's not in park, so the car just starts creeping down the road. And so your fucking Prius is on fire going down Main Street. And I'm out of the car like coughing, and you're like, oh fuck, my car's taking off. And so you jump back into the car, put it in park, and then get out again. And then we're both like, holy fuck, what just happened? And then, I don't know about you, but I was super embarrassed at that point. I don't remember exactly how we transitioned. Maybe we just waited for the smoke or something. But we both hopped back into the car. Excuse me, drove like two blocks to like the next beach and pulled over, and we're just like, what the fuck happened? And we were chilling, and we were like inspecting the damage, and like Jesse's your fucking cup holder was all like melted and shit. Your ceiling was fucked.
Scorched.
And then your hair was like you could see the little burnt pieces on the top of your hair.
My hair was actually like singed.
Holy
it was so
shit.
bad, and my jacket too. So
I don't remember your
partially like it caught a little bit of fire while the flame was still like really raging. And I noticed later I still have this attached to that same like sweater jacket. It's melted plastic of some kind. It's some like melted thing on there. It's just like partially singed.
Holy shit! You know what I was thinking of? Or what I was just thinking about was that I don't recall. I don't think my hair was that fucked up. I don't think my clothes were that fucked up. I think that when the spark first went back, I think like maybe like half the spark was lit up, and then we had that oh shit moment, and we both bailed out. But then your ass had to go back in there after like whatever it was, 10, 15 seconds of the car rolling down the way. I think that's where you got fucked up, because at that point it was like a burn, and we're like, those sparklers last a minute. You know what I mean? They
do.
They were going. And so I think that's when you got fucked up.
And
So
not to mention the whole entire roof was pretty much
Your
on
roof was
fire.
fucked,
I don't know
dude.
how it died off.
Oh my
But
God,
I remember
dude.
I couldn't see while driving. Like this was me. I could just see flames. Like I'm not kidding. I could not see. I could only see fire in front of my face. So I was doing this while the fire rages. And so I got scared, and that's when I left with you. And then I was like, no, my car. So I jumped back in, and I had to put it in park while I can't see anything.
Oh my God, dude,
was so
we are
bad.
so lucky that your car didn't get fucking totaled. Dude, could you imagine if we burnt your car down?
Oh no.
Dude,
we
would have gotten in so much trouble.
And insurance, I don't think would cover it because it's our own.
Well, dude,
our own
not
fault.
only that, you think people didn't like report jackasses throwing fucking sparklers at people? Imagine if we
Yeah.
lit your car on fire. The two people down on the dock definitely knew that we threw something at them, right? And so
Yeah.
they would have been like, I don't know what happened, but they like threw something out the window, and then the car went up, right? And so I guarantee they would have connected it to everything else, and oh my goodness.
Want to know what sucks about that karma? It only hurt the Prius. It only hurt my car.
Fucked your hair up.
It did that too, but that grew back. I mean,
Holy shit.
overall the.
And to this day, you still
this
rock
day.
you still rock the Prius with a scorched ceiling.
Dude. Except I got better. I must say, like somehow after cleaning up the cup holder, people don't know that it was singed. Like people will get into my car, they won't notice anything
They
until
don't
I
notice
go.
the ceiling?
No, they don't sometimes because I off of the visors, I took those off.
You just took everything
I just took
off?
it all off, and it looks much nicer, except if you look up. So what happens is people get in, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
You have like a story to tell now.
yeah.
Holy shit! What did your what did your parents say?
I mean, I think because it's under my name, so it's technically my car.
Okay.
It wasn't like family property. They were like, "That's stupid of you." They thought that it was an idiot thing to do.
Yeah, it was.
But
we agree with your parents.
yeah. But other than that, they were like, damages wise, it's all on you. Like it's like
Holy
you just
shit.
learned by damaging the ceiling of your car. So.
Oh my god.
And then Zach's mom and I found out about it, not because he told
Oh,
us.
yeah, how did that
but
happen?
because Jesse posted on Facebook.
Oh my
months
god,
later.
that's
did.
right. I was gonna say my mom got like really upset, but I don't remember how she found out. Did you tell
Oh,
her?
from Facebook? Well, I'm sorry if like I don't know.
Jesse posted it on Facebook, a picture of it, and like, was like, Zach, like.
Oh,
put our
fucking
car on
Jesse.
fire."
Dude, why'd you put that on
Because it was
Facebook?
funny. It was
Oh my
funny.
God.
I thought it was
I
funny.
found it, and I showed your mom.
Oh no.
Dude, Jesse's the dumbass
I
that'll
was
kill.
looking
Oh, I
at
thought-
your mom when I saw it.
Oh my god.
But it was so funny. You got to admit that story was funny. That was a funny story.
The actual car getting lit out, the karma is funny. It's funny that we got what was coming to us. Yes.
Yeah,
J-
throwing shit at people. I didn't know that you guys did that until now.
Yeah, I feel terrible about that.
I do too.
We weren't like burning people with it, but it was more of like you throw it out the car and near them, which is still bad. I'm not like making an excuse.
I mean, it's still a scare. You see like this thing and you're like, oh shit.
We weren't like
If two random guys threw something at me like that, I would be really scared.
I'm
Yeah.
100% fucking awful. Jesus Christ.
And then not to mention, like, I just remember this distinctively. This is how I tell it to people. I was sitting in the car with you, and I remember seeing the spark. Because I don't know about you, but I remember seeing it, like, and land, and there was a short moment of, like, silence. And I remember looking at you. And I think you saw it, too. I couldn't tell if you did.
Okay.
But I thought you saw it, too.
Because
there's a moment where you looked also a little bit like, oh, fuck. And that's when I just remember the giant flamethrower. I mean, I think people don't even know how big it actually was because it was so tall of a flame, it reached the ceiling of the car. That's how big of a flame was coming out of the cup holder.
Oh my God. We're just so lucky no one got hurt. Holy fuck.
We really are. Imagine, God, coming out as like burn victims, and then the story that you have to tell, like, why do you look so fucked up, man? Well, yeah, I had a sparkler and I threw it out the window, and
Right. It's not like I didn't save a child from a burning building. I was being a jackass.
no, it's not like a tragedy. Like,
No, it's like you deserved that.
yeah, it's like,
Oh my goodness.
oh God.
Holy shit.
How long did you put the cookies in for?
20 minutes.
They're super burnt.
The cookies are super burnt? You said to put them in for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what the thing says.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
So don't eat those cookies.
Don't eat these cookies. I'll be the judge of that. Oh, wow.
We'll see how they are. They
Don't seem
good.
too bad.
Yeah, they seem all right.
Okay, but I like squishy cookies. They're burnt.
No, it's got like a Chips Ahoy type quality.
Two types of Chips Ahoy. There's the crispy Chips Ahoy, and there's the chewy Chips Ahoy. She's a fan of, there you go, she's a fan of the chewy Chips Ahoy. These are more of the crispy kind.
Yeah, definitely.
I do not mind these.
I'm still remaking.
I think that these are good cookies because they have a good amount of chocolate. Like you ever get a chocolate chip cookie? I'm not even gonna finish this one. You ever get a chocolate chip cookie and it has like the smallest chocolate chips inside of it, and it's not even really a chocolate chip cookie. It's just like a piece of bread with like a little bit of chocolate on top. This has like chunks of chocolate. I think these are actually like quality cookies. Like maybe we fucked them up with how we cooked them, but the actual ingredients themselves I think are solid.
It has good flavor. It doesn't taste burnt. It's good.
Well, I'm still remaking that, so.
Oh, I want a
Oh,
nap.
I see blue.
I want a
and
nappy
Jesse
can.
Cam.
He wants a cookie.
Don't give him a cookie.
I'm sorry. You can't have chocolate.
I gotta get the cookie out of my throat.
Oh,
Yeah.
ew.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does it sound? It sounds gross. Does this help? Like if I'm doing something gross, like.
A little bit. It was the gulping noise, and it went right past the microphone.
Right past the mic. Yeah, that's definitely a downside of having these lav mics. I think the upside is there though.
People
I
can probably hear me
switched the
chewing.
camera I actually don't, but I switched the camera to Jesse, and I saw blue lick his lip.
He is.
Definitely wants a cookie. Do you like the lav mics?
The one downside is the lower audio quality.
There's also so two thoughts on that, right? Small cup. I have to spit now. This is why I can't eat cookies. It's gonna sound disgusting.
The chewing too is gonna
Chewing.
bother people.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. It's part of the charm. So the audio quality definitely goes down. You can buy more expensive lav mics and have the audio quality go up, but I feel like having the audio quality go down a little bit kind of makes it match the. Dude, I cannot eat shit on this show. I'm like burping, I'm spitting. This is disgusting. This is turning back into like the pilot episode. I had to cut out. Dude, Levy, for some reason, I don't know what was going on, but he was burping like every 2 seconds. Dude, it was like, and I'm like trying to talk about like the taste of this. Hey, Jesse, what do you? Dude, I had to cut out the entire thing. It was awful. Oh my god! And everyone will pull up their phones. Oh, like legit, I'll have to get a clip of it. Maybe I'll pull it up. But dude, it was ridiculous. Like,
I didn't see when I mixed the audio.
uh-huh.
I didn't hear that,
didn't
but
watch
maybe
the
I
whole
didn't
thing.
go to the right. Yeah, I didn't watch the
Yeah.
whole thing, so I might have not have gone to the right spot. But
Dude, that fucking guy.
not only that, but the mics were turned up, Julian and Levy's. So I can only imagine how much that just
It was just
accentuated.
overpowering.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What was I talking about before that?
Can you let Blue up? He wants.
On me?
He wants some camera time.
No, Blue can't. Oh, we get a. No, we have the camera set up for us, unfortunately. Go to the white shot. There you go. He's on camera. Congratulations, buddy.
He has a chair.
No. Maybe we'll get him a platform.
He has a chair.
Okay. You want to do your presentation?
Sure.
Cue Professor Steve.
All right, Professor Steele, you're good to go. What the fuck? Oh, am I supposed to clap?
Yeah. All right. I'll sit down for this since the cameras aren't prepared for. Is that okay? So here's what we got.
Bottom tab out.
Oh. Do you have the mouse, Kalen?
I give it to Jesse.
Oh,
Where's the mouse here? Okay, there it is.
Bottom right-hand corner, close the. There's,
Close
there's a
this. I see
downloaded
that.
presentation.
There we go.
All right, you take the,
Okay.
take the stage,
So
buddy.
this is called Fuck Ted Cruz. And that's his little bitch face down in the corner there. I just wanted to share that. Okay. First episode, we have Ted Cruz jumping off a cliff into a giant pile of shit. And this next one is us realizing that he was the biggest piece of shit of them all. And if you also notice, all the shit is sad because nobody likes Ted Cruz. All right. This is Ted Cruz sucking a massive cock.
What the fuck is this?
And it's Donald Trump's cock, actually. No one actually knew. It was actually Donald's cock all along. And this is him wearing an I Hate Donald Trump t-shirt while he sucks Donald Trump's cock at the same time.
Why is his hand down there?
And this is him sucking Mitch McConnell's cock as well. He sucks everyone's cock, actually.
What?
And this is him sucking Satan's cock in hell.
Did you make?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah. Mhm.
What the fuck?
You can take a nice look. Take a nice look, everybody. Okay. And this is Ted Cruz's family. Now,
Oh, no.
you'll notice that we didn't actually use any of his family members' photos because we're not monsters here, unlike some people.
I'm like Ted Cruz. No.
And here you'll notice Ted Cruz threw his daughters under a bus to win another term in office. Totally didn't happen in real life. Move on to the next one.
Did it? Oh, okay.
And this is another picture enlarged of his little bitch boy face. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
It's the same picture. It's just bigger.
And this is Ted Cruz running away from a snowstorm. And as you can
Okay.
see, he's saying, oh shit, that's a lot of snow. And Ted Cruz, indeed it was. Indeed it was. A lot of snow. This is Ted Cruz, he's going skydiving today.
Dude, what the fuck is this, Kalen?
And he's jumping off, you can see he's got his parachute already for safety purposes. Just kidding, actually. Nobody likes Ted Cruz, and the pilot didn't give him a parachute because everybody hates him. This is Ted Cruz falling. Ted Cruz falling a little bit further. This is Ted Cruz closer to the ground. It's a little bit closer. He's just a little bit closer to the ground. He's so close. Ted Cruz, a little
what the
bit closer
fuck?
to the ground. He's just a little bit closer. And that's all I got. Oh, wait, and that's an enlarged photo of his little bitch boy face here again. Thank you. That's it.
What the fuck?
Dazzled out of there.
Dude, he just left. He came in, did whatever the fuck that was, and then left.
That was Doctor. That was
Holy
Professor
shit,
Steele.
that was Professor
well,
Steele.
Hey guys, oh.
Now, Jesse, you just missed the fucking craziest. I
Man.
don't even think that was a presentation, Kaylin. How would you describe what we just watched?
Who's that ugly fuck on screen? Jeez. Oh, that's terrible. God.
You know what I found?
Oh, what did you find, Kaylin?
You know on Facebook Messenger you can look up keywords and find like every time you've talked about that word?
Sure.
So I looked up Jesse to try to find like the photo of you guys in the snow because I didn't know if it was on Messenger or through regular text message.
Okay.
And I found a message that said, "What if we get an apartment with Jesse?"
Oh, yeah, we were trying to find roommates.
Oh, you were.
At one
You
point.
were.
You were on the consideration list.
Oh, nice, nice.
And then I started making enough money to afford it.
And you were like, no.
Oh, man. Wow.
Tummy.
I wish Professor Steele hadn't left so soon.
Your tummy.
My tummy?
Yeah.
Can you see my belly?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a fat fuck.
You don't have to apologize.
You're giving me cookies and boba tea. What do you expect?
I don't think you want
Do you,
your tummy out there.
can I talk to I want to ask Professor Steele some questions.
I think he's gone now. He just goes in and
He can't come back?
He can't come back. I don't know what happened to him.
Okay, never mind then.
He just left us with this
Will you give me that?
monstrosity.
Holy shit. Wow. I feel like we need to have more Professor Steele. I don't know.
Maybe he'll
Holy
come back.
shit.
He might.
Maybe he'll come back.
Be a guest star.
Holy shit. Wow. That was the most original content I think has ever been on this show.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Oh man.
I have so many questions and I can't ask them.
Well, you can ask me. You know,
I
know
you're
some
good
things,
friends
yeah.
with Professor? Okay.
I think I know a
Okay.
guy.
How the fuck did he come up with that?
You
What
know-
was the thought process?
You know, I think it was just all true things about Ted Cruz. You know, and you know there was some inspiration from the whole Texas incident where you know
Yeah,
he went to Mexico.
bailed.
and-
It was Mexico? Oh yeah.
It was
yeah.
Mexico,
Right,
yeah.
right,
and
yeah.
then he said he wanted to be a good father. You
He
know,
said he was just dropping off his
yeah, he's trying to be a good father.
Oh,
to
is
his
that what she
daughters.
meant by throwing him under the bus?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's just trying to be a good dad.
That's what
yeah.
Professor Steele
Yeah, they
meant.
wanted to go, so he had to leave. He
Gosh,
had to.
he had to drop him off.
I have a question. I want to know how long it took Professor Steele to make it.
5 minutes.
I don't know. I think it took a little longer.
I don't know. I think with enough passion, you could bust that out in like at least 15.
Especially like all the scenes of him falling. That was like at least 15 slides.
That was actually the easiest to make, by
Really?
far. Yeah, I have a speculation that was the easiest
you have
to
you have
make.
it on good intel.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Holy shit. I am so happy right now. That was awesome. Holy fuck.
There might be more presentations to come. There
my
might be some
God.
more.
I have to like recover from that.
That's a lot to take in.
I thought it was gonna be like a real like. I thought there was gonna be like some like I thought there'd be at least one word up on the screen. There's gonna be like a paragraph or something like, oh, this is what I'm.
Little bitch face.
Dude, it was like
Bitch was the
A little bit.
just little bitch was the only word. Oh my god, that was like a picture book for adults. Oh my goodness. Wow, I don't even know where to take it from there.
Jesse, are you still moving soon?
No, his parents are
Depends.
moving to Arizona.
Yeah, they are
wanna know
moving to
his
Arizona eventually.
He doesn't know his plan. Why are you gonna make him talk about? It's like private.
You don't have to put it in. I'm curious.
I'm putting everything. What are you? It's a live show.
Well, to explain to the audience, so Levy, the other guy on the podcast,
it's
and
a
me.
show, not a podcast.
Okay, it's
Do
a
you
show.
see
It's a show.
Do you?
Okay, well,
Do
I
you?
think
Do you see
podcasts-
microphones? I don't. Oh no. Okay. So that's another reason I like having lav mics over like a traditional microphone. So that if a clip on TikTok comes up with like a dude with like a microphone right in front of his face, you're like, oh fuck, another podcast. I'm gonna skip it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this makes it a little bit different, right? It's just like you see a dude at a table, or you see someone dying, like doing something ridiculous, right? Or we just see Professor Steele with and you like I guess on you. Can I go to him real quick? So like you can see a little bit of a microphone, but it's not the first thing that you see, right? So if
Yeah.
I have a giant picture of Ted Cruz and like you standing there without a microphone, it looks like something that's more than just a more than just a podcast, right?
I know what you mean.
What was that?
Are the cookies done?
You put them in the oven. I do not know if the cookies are done.
I think podcast has become a very multi-meaninged phrase
Yeah.
because I think a lot of podcasts don't act like podcasts anymore, like the H3 podcast, They have a lot of activities.
That is more of a show, but that is more of a show like what I'm trying to do. But they, I mean, nothing that we do is going to be close to what they do as far as quality-wise. But they definitely produce a show that can be enjoyed heavily just through audio, right? Versus, I don't think that the majority of the things that we do can be enjoyed through audio. My goal is to get it there so that it's something that can be enjoyed in as many ways as possible, because that's how you grow, right? But at least so far, everything has been pretty visual. Versus they're very good at catering what they're doing to both visual viewers and also audio viewers, right? But I definitely see your point. Like if you compare that to like something like the Joe Rogan podcast, you could watch the Joe Rogan podcast, but it's just two dudes talking, right? Unless it's something like where he's with like Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, and Ari Shaffir, and they're like all like talking shit and being very like active. What's the fucking
like expressive,
not verbal? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like where they're getting really passionate about it, right? Whereas with the H3 podcast, they're constantly pulling up content. They're showing a funny video. They're reacting to something. They're making a cake or something like that, right? So they are much more visual, like you're saying.
Yeah.
You're definitely right there. I feel like podcast is more of just a word that you use for. Like we went through like the Vine age where like everything was like trying to be as quick as possible, and then YouTube started promoting videos that were like 10 minutes. Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, that's my bad. Then YouTube started promoting videos that were like 10 minutes long, or I think it was like that you can get 3 ads on a YouTube video that's 10 minutes long, right? So they're going to promote videos that are 10 minutes long, because if somebody's going to watch the first 2 ads, chances are they're going to finish the whole video, and so they get that 3rd ad, so they make more money off of it, right? And so it went to like 10-minute videos, or at least on YouTube, that was the kind of content. that was the kind of content that people were watching. And then podcasts started to grow, and now podcast is almost just a word for a minimally edited, long piece of content, right? Something that's like at least an hour and has as few cuts as possible and feels as personal as possible. It's not something that's and there's the fucking cookies. God damn it, second batch of cookies. But you're definitely right that podcast is something that has grown into being more than just like a morning talk radio thing that gets uploaded to the internet rather than being put through like people's cars, right? So you're definitely right, but I guess I don't know. I've always had this like feel or like this desire to be like to not be put inside of like this group, right? Like when I was in high school or something, I got really into like Casey Neistat and like making vlogs. It's like, okay, we're like I should do that, but I don't want to call it a vlog because then I feel like I'm like it's like you being put inside of a circle of like you're a vlogger, you're trying to be this or that, and like I was totally just knocking off Casey Neistat, right? Like, I was completely just making vlogs, but I wanted it to be different. And so when I was thinking about this, I was trying to think of a way that I could make it different. And so the 2 things I was taking into consideration was that I think it would be fun to have us be mic'd up like this, so that we're not stuck to like a microphone right here. We don't have to stay in one place talking to the microphone, and you can't really do a whole lot. We have this stuff like it makes it really difficult to edit sometimes, but like when Levy was dying on the chicken wings, we could hear him panting, dying literally outside of the apartment.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
And he's just like I can't feel my legs. And like we're back here like I hope he doesn't touch his dick, right? And that couldn't be created with the microphone that's like right here.
That's very true.
Ooh,
and you know, I did notice something for the Hot Ones challenge. I know why they use lav mics now, or at least I think that's what they use, because you can't see the mic, right? They don't use a traditional mic on that show.
Right, and they're good at hiding
they're sitting
them.
down. Yeah.
You don't actually see them, but continue.
But I think I know why they do that, because the chewing from the chicken wings and like drinking milk and like the panting after you eat Hot Ones wings sounds terrible. Because I remember listening back to when we did it on the Not Your Cousins podcast. We have mics, like actual traditional mics set up.
You guys have like boom mics.
Yeah, so you can hear the chewing of the wings and the crunching of corn chips and the drinking of milk and the panting. It sounds just horrific.
So wait, you're saying that you think that... Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's why they use lav mics.
When they use lav mics, it sounds better slightly because you pick up less of the...
Especially if you use nice ones. I bet you they have some really expensive ones that they're using.
They have some nice ass lav mics, but then I think that they use the same exact. They use them for the same reason that I want to use them. Where like if I think it might have been like the Bill Burr episode where I think I don't think it was Bill, it was someone else. Someone stood up and like started walking in a circle, right? And you could still pick up and hear what they're saying. And the only reason you could do that is because they had lav mics. They also, you think they use boom mics, or you think no, it's got to be lav mics, right?
They could use boom mics. I don't know. That would
They might
produce
have
the
both.
same effect where it's not at their mouth. It's kind of around them and picking up audio from above.
They
So
probably
then
have
the
both.
breathing wouldn't show up as much. It wouldn't be quite as strong.
They definitely use like chewing and drinking sometimes. Like sometimes you could hear audibly the or the gulping, right? Sometimes they add that in for effect. So I think at the very least they have both, and if they have to swap back and forth, they can go ahead and do that.
Or even boost audio too, if they try and boost a certain segment where someone's chewing or when someone's swallowing or coughing, to try and bring it up louder.
Like as an effect.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
as an effect, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so I guess borderline same concept of what I was trying to do here. And then the second thing I was thinking of that makes this a little bit more different is that although I joke about like not wanting to have to buy new tables because these were just like $50 a pop, right? Still like it's still $50, right?
Yeah.
But if something like if we weren't to have these cookies here, or even if there were cookies, if someone wanted to be really dramatic, like you saw when I accidentally on right over here, maybe it wasn't here. One of these I accidentally, when we were practicing, I accidentally stuck a sword in one of the tables, right? And so there's the comedic value that comes from, like, if you look at an Eric Andre set where he just destroys his desk sometimes, we have that same capability here where I don't have to be worried about having a really nice mic stand or a microphone that's like attached to everything. So long as the person is not getting injured, there's nothing that expensive on these tables. There's obviously a television right there. There's obviously my laptop right there. But as far as these go, like, we could literally flip this table. Like, if someone wanted to be that expressive, right, wanted to do something, they thought that would be super funny, then they could actually do that.
Just keep the violence in like this zone,
You
maybe.
have a 6 foot by 60 inch radius of being able to
freak out.
being a jerk off, right? But yeah. So I was just trying to think of ways that I could try to make it a little bit different. And so I thought lav mics would allow us being able to move around, and then having a really cheap set that we could do whatever we want to do with it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I like the set. I was super impressed when I got here the first day. I was like, whoa.
It's very impressive considering it's inside of a 1-bedroom apartment.
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
and you got the lights and everything set up over there. It's pretty amazing.
If this
I'm right here.
and Kaylin's like chilling right there inside in the corner. But what was that? Oh, there you go, Kaylin. She's operating the switcher, running audio, doing all that good stuff. And then we have Kaylin in that corner, and then typically we have Isan, who is our I don't know what to call him. In my opinion, like he started off as like an editor. He's not an editor.
Does like the PowerPoint stuff, really. That's all he does.
No, he's also he's like a stagehand, because anytime we have a bit
that's
that
really
requires like off-camera assistance, he enjoys doing that. He's very good at it. But then also, like with episode 1 that we filmed with Julian, where that episode is going to be a fucking challenge to edit. There's just going to be so much going into it. I'm going to be real picky about it. But we also had him as a camera operator, right? There's a specific term that you use in film for the person who's in charge of the camera. I think it's not CA. CA is camera assistant. Is it just CO, camera operator?
What my dad is?
No, that's DP. That's director of photography. Will you Google that really quick?
What am I Googling?
Just like, what do you call the person who is in charge of a camera on a film set? Like film set camera operator. I think it might be CO. But either way, I was thinking that like he's like a camera operator / stagehand, because he doesn't really have an interest in being on camera. But he's like some of the really close-up shots that he got. It was kind of a.
They just call it DP.
That's director of photography. That's something else. It's okay.
The cinematographer, also known as the director of photography, often shortened to DP, is the person responsible for creating a look for a film that's also the camera
Right, but-
operator is responsible for capturing the film's footage.
There we go. Camera operator. That's what I was looking
He
for.
does have a little bit of creative control, though, because he
As
is
far as the
also,
camera?
he's able to zoom in.
Oh, yeah,
and
for
even
sure.
I noticed when I was like filming them eating, it's kind of fun because you can like decide how much you want to zoom in and try to get close-ups. Like,
Sort of, because then it has to go through here, and then I also pick out if I want his zoom in or not.
Right. So the way I had it set up when we were filming that is that second monitor I had flipped around, and the switcher has 2 HDMI outputs. So the first output is whatever is going straight onto the hard drive. That is what the show is. And then the second one I had set just to whatever Isan's handheld was holding, or to what your handheld was holding. That way she could go through, because she more or less has all the buttons memorized. So if she hears one person talking, or she sees one person doing something crazy, she pretty much knows what button to press. But it's much more difficult to predict if Isan's holding the camera and is like going crazy and it's like unusable footage, or if he's like zoomed in on a really funny like shot, right? And so she can look up at that second thing, go, oh, Isan has a really good shot, switch to Isan, and now we're showing like I almost viewed it as like a Filthy Frank kind of joke, where like sometimes when he's editing like one of his goofy, or I guess he doesn't fucking do anything anymore, but when he was making those videos, you could see where like there'd be like a wide shot and then it would like zoom into someone's face, and it's just comical to like see someone's like face take up the whole screen out of nowhere, right? And it also,
especially when like eating. I don't know why, but there's something that makes it even more funny. Like the problem is I get the close-up shots and then I'd start laughing.
and the
camera starts shaking because I was like, oh fuck.
That's funny. When I didn't notice that you were doing that, but nonetheless. But yeah, I think that considering where the set is, I mean, this is like our dining room / half of the living room. It is a little impressive. I'm curious why there's so much light coming from behind here, though.
Because you left all those windows open.
It's kind of. Yeah,
These
whatever.
cookies are really tempting me.
Go ahead and try,
You know-
try one of the creamy ones. What was that, Kayla?
I was telling him to try the squishy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
I'm not
see.
going to worry about the light for now. Oh, that looks like shit. This is not the time to fuck with these.
You can see the bulbs.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's
Oh.
not zoomed in. Normally you have it more zoomed in.
Oh.
Normally this frame is like at here.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Either way, I wanted to talk shop with Jesse a little bit just because he's so I run all the video for the show and you're our audio guy for as much audio as we're gonna have, and so I enjoy talking about this type of stuff with you because you're the only other person that's like going into the technical side with me. How are the how are the cookies?
Squishy.
Squishy?
They're
Chewy?
good.
They're good.
They're better. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the burnt ones. I just want to say thank you. Because, like, you still came even though nobody else did.
Yeah,
Today?
of course.
You're not just sit-
I love doing
Jesus,
this
that was
stuff.
like depressing. I would be doing this by myself if no one came. Like,
Yeah, but he's taking time out of his day to do something.
I love this.
He likes doing it.
I love this stuff. Yeah.
I'm grateful.
What about me?
This is your show. Like, you want to do it. You know what I mean?
He wants to do it too. We like
I do.
doing it together.
It's not an insult.
What if I take it as an insult?
Because he could have easily been like, oh, everyone else canceled and I'm just not going to.
Yeah, but then I just would have done something by myself.
Yeah, so I'm just thanking him for coming.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for, fuck it.
Well, hey,
thank you, Jesse. I
thank you
appreciate
guys for
coming.
having me. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
I like having fun. Now we're just sitting here eating fucking cookies, but it's awesome. This is what it's really about.
This
right?
is what it's really
It's about
about,
having fun. I don't know if I really should stop eating. I keep like.
See, now you're making me
Getting
feel
it
bad
somewhere.
because I'm eating all these cookies.
Do you get phlegm though?
Depends on what I'm eating.
You are doing just fine right now. I'm dying over here.
You're
do
dying
you
from
hear
the-
it in my throat? You gotta hear like the
A
little.
little bit, not a lot. That does happen to me though.
Check. Okay, I'm back.
back?
I gotta stop. I like the cookies, Kellen. You're definitely right. The crispy ones are less good than less enjoyable than the melty ones. I will concede that to you. But nonetheless, it's
I can tell because Jesse finished that cookie.
Jesse's also a human garbage disposal.
And I also
No, he's not. He's the type of person that like you'll be like, hey, you want to go to Red Robin? He's like, yeah, and then we'll go, and then like Julian and I will order meals, and he'll be like, I'm good with water. That's like classic Jesse. Jesse will be like, oh yeah, let's go. He's the type of person that'll be like, yeah, let's go get drinks, and then when you get to the bar, we'll be like, I'm not drinking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he just enjoys going and like being with people.
now wait a second, because it depends on the day. Because I ate both of my cookies. All right, I ate the crispy one and I ate the soft one.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it depends. Either I'm hungry or I'm full. You know?
Yeah, but why do you agree to go get food if you're full?
Because you can still hang out. I mean, like, there's no like.
Yeah, but you
There's no rule
understand-
that you have to do the activity if you're going to do the activity, especially something like eating. You can order a plate of fries, an appetizer, have some water. You don't have to get a meal.
That's a skinny person thought. As a fat person, if I go out to eat with my skinny friend and I'm the only person eating, I feel so uncomfortable. Like,
Well, look what you just did to me. You put half of your cookie
Jesse,
back.
look at you.
You put half of your cookie
Look
back.
at you.
Listen, I'm getting some pounds. All right.
oh, fuck you.
Loud equals funny.
At a fucking movie theater.
Yeah, he just-
I have a hard time imagining Jesse getting mad, honestly.
Jesse getting mad?
Yeah.
I've seen Jesse get mad.
I've never seen him
When did I
be
see you
anything
get
but
mad?
happy and tired. Like, that's it.
I think those are very common emotions. Like, it takes a lot for me to be upset. Like, when things happen, like my catalytic converter getting stolen, like that's like the utmost like peak rage.
What do you do when you're mad? Like, you yell?
Well,
What do you do?
You know
there
what
were
he does?
cops around, so I kind of just had to be like, yes, oh, okay, because I was answering questions and I didn't want to be like, those motherfuckers, and have the cops be like, holy shit, he's getting erratic. I didn't want him to like. I don't know.
I don't know if I've really seen you angry, but the times that I've seen you to where I thought you were angry, it's very much like when you're doing one of those shitty sound checks. Like, I've never heard you yell and not thought that you were controlling yourself, so I don't know if I've really... Like, when you genuinely get angry, do you like lose control a little bit and you're like, you scream louder than you normally do, or do you still like kind of have your like you know what you have? What's it called when you like bring the lows high and the highs low? What's that called? Compression?
Compression, yeah.
You have like a natural compression in your voice. Like, I feel like no matter how angry you get, you never really get like up there. You just start talking faster.
It's because I think it's weird to express a lot of anger in like a public setting. You know, like I think like there's ways to express it that aren't weird. Like I think like when people get really aggressive, I just think it's an uncomfortable scenario that doesn't need to happen. Like, there's other ways to express it. Like, I'm a big ranter, a big complainer. And that's
you do
something.
go off sometimes, yeah.
That's something that that's a way that I express myself in just a I think a polite fashion. Is I rant and I admit things like, you know, when the catalytic converter was stolen, I wanted to go out and just like bust some kneecaps of the people who
Why
did
do you
that.
get so violent?
Because I got so mad in that moment that they took it. I was like, I just imagined tracking them down and like catching them before they did it and just being like, bah, God, like just, I don't know. Because it was
Nice guy
like,
on the outside, scary guy on the inside.
well, and then it only lasted a little bit, but it was like a short moment, I think, of expression. Because I was so mad, and then it happened just a year ago, and I was like, why is this happening? Why is everyone trying to steal like all my shit? And then they go into my car, and then the other thing that upset me is they bashed a car for no reason. There's not even a monetary gain.
That part is pretty funny. You know what it is? It's like they stole your converter, and they're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you, right?
Yeah,
And it's like it was.
Stealing the converter made sense. Like, it doesn't, but
It makes sense.
it makes sense.
You know what it was?
Slashing a random tire and like denting a car, it's like, why? Like,
Yeah, who does that?
Maybe Jesse like cut him off, and then like they followed him, but it was like when you go to the Manners game and they put a hat under like a bunch of different, or they put a baseball under a bunch of hats and they like move it around. Maybe
yeah.
they saw you take a turn, then they lost you, and then there were like 3 Priuses lined up. They're like, I don't know which it was. Do you remember? And he's like, no. He's like, fuck it, cha cha cha. They just started breaking all the Priuses, and they're like, they saw the sports car, and they're like, I hate the rich. They smashed the window.
It's like my neighbors actually thought that. They thought that somebody had a vendetta, so to speak, against them because the 2 Priuses, one's like a weird gold kind of color, and the other's red, like mine.
Okay.
But they live in the same household together. So they thought that somebody had it out against them and slashed their tires.
Okay.
But they didn't know that the car on the side street, my car,
Got fucked too.
yeah, got fucked too.
that'd be really scary.
I mean, to be fair, if you own 2 Priuses, you kind of deserve to get your tires slashed.
Okay, so, but here's the weird thing, right? So this one car is nicer than the 3 of our cars combined, right?
Okay, yep.
This guy, he gets the beating, right? He gets the worst punishment by far.
Hates the
Like,
rich.
honestly,
I don't know, dude. You
the
got your
catalytic
car...
converter, it was cheaper to replace than what it's going to cost for that guy to get the side replaced.
Wait, so they didn't just break his window? They fucked up his car too?
They fucked up his car, yeah. His
Wow.
whole entire, like, what do you call that, bumper is just smashed in.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they
You're right, you're
really,
right.
yeah, they really fucked up his car.
sucks.
And then the tires, that's by far the least worst thing, because it's cheapest at least, right?
Yep.
For me, it puts me out of commission for a week, which sucks. I had to shell out $200 for some off-brand parts, because you only have to put the original on in California. That'll cost you $3,000, including the mechanic, to reattach it. So I got lucky. I got off being in Washington State, but the weirdest thing is that the most expensive car got the worst thing. My car got the next worst because it was parked off and they could get away with it. The two Priuses parked in the plaza where everyone could see it, tires slashed. And the same tire on each car, and just one tire. I don't even know what they were thinking. Like, what was going through their heads where they're like, that's the rich car. That's a Prius. That sucks. Like, what are they trying to do?
Did they steal the converters out of the other Priuses?
Nope.
No, they
Just slash
didn't.
the tires.
They left it.
I feel like there's.
I would have rather had my tires slashed.
Same here.
Well, yeah.
But my car was parked off, so I think that was the big indicator where they thought no one's gonna hear the Sawzall. I think that's what they used.
What the fuck?
Man, I feel like there's got to be an easier way to make money illegally than jacking up a car and stealing the convert. Like, how much money? Like, who are they selling these things to?
I looked into it.
All the time.
Cinder block is like $10. It's not that bad. But the point being that, like, if you get caught jacking up someone's car, like, there's no way you can bring your tools with you. You know what I mean? You have to, like, take off. Although your house is kind of by, like, the woods. So I could totally see them just, like, taking off down to the trail and just bouncing off.
They did have a car, is what
did?
they suspect. So on the Ring camera, it didn't get the side streets, sadly, but it got the two Priuses in the plaza, right? Mm-hmm. And it shows this car pulling up, and when it pulls away, both Prius tires are flat. Yeah,
okay.
so they think it's that car. As it pulled up, it lingered for a while, still turned on, backed up, both the tires were flat. But you can't see who got out of the car in the video because it was kind of at a weird angle across the street.
Were they able to profile the car, like know what kind of car it was?
The police should be able to tell what car it is, and I don't know if they'll be able to see the license plate, but
At least you have a car. Better than nothing.
yeah, and it's fixed now. It just, man, those bastards.
Yeah, mine makes much more sense because they actually stole some shit. Who the fuck is buying Kettle 8 converters?
I did look into this. I was reading on a forum.
It's got some like rare metals.
Yeah.
It does. It's platinum that it's got in there, and apparently because it's a hybrid, and because they built them for some reason with a lot of platinum, it's actually really valuable. So
How much?
So the catalytic converter itself, I looked at it and it would almost cost me up to $2,000 depending on what I got.
Oh, so
that
they stole the
itself-
stock one from California. The expensive one that you were talking about.
Yeah, and it's not from California, but California.
They have certain requirements.
They make you get the original. But the weird thing is once they take it off, right? What they usually do is they take it to basically a scrap yard or someone who just buys all these parts, and they'll get like $200 for it.
That's it?
Because basically what these places are interested in is the platinum. So they buy it off of them, they melt it down, they get maybe some higher price for it. But what they're going for at these scrap yards, it's like $200.
That's not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of money. When it costs the person who owns the car like almost $2,000.
Well, okay. I mean,
It's just so weird.
If you're stealing from someone, you don't particularly care about the other person.
No, but it's so weird that like the
So much
value
effort.
of it, yes, for $200. But I don't know if someone's really desperate, that's probably
Right. I mean, how fast do you think it takes? I mean, what? So
They're quick.
I was gonna say they jack up your car, they go underneath, they chop it out, and then it was a group of like 2 people probably. So it's like $100 a pop. So let's say that you do 2 of those a day. That's 50 grand a year. So if you can pop 2 converters a day, then you're making $50,000 a year. If you could do that in under an hour, then maybe it's worth it.
they got it down to 5 minutes. Is
got
what they say. Some of
5
these
minutes? Holy
guys
shit.
can go under there and just all it takes is so it's right there, right underneath the
Yep,
car is the
yeah,
weird
I
thing.
know.
So when they go under there, all they have to do is a lot of them will use a
Sawzall.
Sawzall, or they'll use, because it's quieter, what do you call it? It's like it's the same kind of thing except it's quieter and it's still pretty quick. It's like a pulling saw. See, they do this kind of motion underneath the car. One falls down, the other one falls down. They get out from under there, take out the jack and take off.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I was gonna do that, I don't think I would use a Sawzall.
It would be loud, but the weird thing is that the cuts on mine, so I had to put the new one in. Yeah, they were fucked up, so it was definitely
You put the new one
a Sawzall. Yeah.
Oh, good on you.
Well, not me by myself. I drove over to my dad's because I didn't have the equipment. I don't have all the tools to fix it. No, it's it's not me. I didn't climb under there. I was like, let me just fit that back in.
But your marks were like fucked up. Like it was clearly like sometimes it wasn't like we have in my job, if we're cutting copper pipe, we have pipe cutters that'll spin around the pipe and you just keep tightening it. And it's incredible that it works as well as it does, but it's just a single blade and you're just physically spinning it around the pipe. And it cuts through copper pipe like nothing. I don't know what a exhaust pipe is made out of. So I don't know if you could use something similar to go around and cut it, but it doesn't sound like what you were describing because it's definitely not like this type of motion. But also, I don't think you could use the type of pipe fitter that I use. What?
If his car is like my car, he doesn't need a catalytic converter.
No car needs a catalytic converter. It's just for the environment.
The problem with the hybrids...
That's not entirely true.
Because this car's a hybrid, so I don't know like how it differs.
You also use it. You have your O2 sensor before and after it, and you kind of use that to help figure out if your engine is running properly. So it can pull a little bit of the exhaust and. Yeah.
And it says with those engines, the hybrid engines, is that over time, if they build up enough of the, what is it that comes out if you don't have the converter?
Carbon, it's either monoxide or dioxide.
Yeah, I think it's just the direct off product can build up in the engine and then it can just kill it over time if you drive it too much.
For a hybrid specifically or just for
I don't know if it's for all cars. I know hybrids, I was warned not to drive it too much.
So
Because on my car, like on most Subarus, people will take out the catalytic converter and just use a straight exhaust pipe so it's really loud. And like the majority of people do that. And so it probably isn't for like regular cars.
Yeah, I mean, I've also seen people just not even hook up their O2 sensors anymore. Like they'll just weld them shut and just say fuck it. So but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just used for helping the environment.
That's one of the main.
I don't think it's mainly used.
Doesn't require it anymore.
Yeah.
The Prius is loud, by the way. Without it,
yeah,
it was so loud. So it was weird because I drive by and people would be like, "What the fuck did he do to his car?" Because they're like. I have a video too. So when it's hybrid, right? So what it does is it quiets down. It goes. I'm like, oh, like there was a guy walking, like it was the quiet Prius, and then right when I passed him, it was like, he was like, oh, fuck. It was like I had a switch and I was like turning on like the.
Well, it's because like
sports mode, the turbo mode.
When you're in a Prius and you go under 5 miles per hour, it's 100% electric, right?
I don't know what the threshold is.
But it's something like that, right? It's like 5-10 miles per hour, like some number below that. It's like just electric, right? Am I wrong?
It's weird because it would get loud. Like immediately when I turned it on, it was really loud. I start driving it loud, quiet.
Like when you slow down?
No, it just consistent speeds. It would
downhill.
And then when he's already going, that's when it takes the least amount of torque, and so that's when the hybrid kicks in.
Well, no, but also with Priuses, if you're going downhill, it'll shut the engine off and have the tire spin recharge the battery. Well, that's my point, right? Is if he's going downhill, then it shuts off. So, but when you were talking about like being quiet and then kicking in, I was thinking like maybe you're like pulling up to a stoplight or something like that. So you're like slowing down, like the lady walks across the street with her baby, and then you and then like take off.
I'd be going fast is the weird thing. Like I'd be going like you know that hill where you go 40.
Yes, Jess. Yeah, I know the hill where you go 40.
It's going up through Kirkland.
I know that exactly hill. What was that?
I thought it was Education Hill, but it's not.
Oh, the hill.
Oh, so I
85th Street?
Yeah, it goes right up through Kirkland.
Probably 85th Street.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I was going 40. It's quiet, right?
Okay.
The weird thing is that I don't understand how the motor works actually, because I thought the same thing before this happened, but I'd be going 40 and I could put on the gas. It would use the hybrid engine because it was silent, and then oddly it would just kick in randomly, and it would just start going. Wah!
Man, what a great idea! I've seen YouTube videos of sleepers where people will take like a minivan, and then get it going. It'd be great to take a Prius and then do the same exact thing. Like I saw this video of I think it was like a Windstar or something. It was just classic minivan, right? And this dude was doing donuts in a parking lot, and it was building up smoke. He was doing donuts, and then a cop pulled into the parking lot and the lights went whee, but at this point you couldn't see the car because it was just smoke everywhere. And so the minivan pulled out of the smoke and just drove past the cop car, and the cop was like looking for some like sports car, right? He just didn't even expect the minivan to be what was causing all the smoke.
Dang.
How long have we been going for?
I was checking that actually.
Okay.
Over an hour.
Over an hour? Okay, we can wrap it up.
All right, I got a piece of content that I can actually share with you first. So I took a video of the Prius and how loud it was. It's probably not anything interesting, but you guys might find it interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
we were just
Should we
talking
pull
about
it up on the screen? I could send it to you.
Now.
No, just send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later. So this is what it is, guys.
Well, no,
sounded
send it to me over Gmail real quick.
Okay, and then you can just play it on your phone, yeah.
On the TV. Oh, it's like a 2-second. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. Oh damn that! Oh what? Oh that's not the full video. I had a full video of it like.
Okay, unmute us.
Of showing the full thing.
Okay, yeah, dude, this is like a 1-second video. What am I supposed to do with this, Jesse?
There was a full clip that I had. I think I sent you the wrong one. It must have been one where it was a quick.
Well, you just real quiet. Just Kalen, you can hear it through the computer, right? Okay, yeah. Thank you.
It's kind of dude, it's so dumb when it's just a 2-second clip.
I was gonna wrap it up, dude. Look at the small intervals. I can go backwards a measly 10 seconds, or I can skip forward a whopping 30 seconds. I could skip forward 15 times this entire clip. Yeah, okay. What's on? So it hasn't been on before.
Yeah.
So I was gonna end the podcast, the show. I was gonna end the show, and Jesse was like, "I have this riveting piece of content for you."
It's the wrong clip. It's completely the wrong clip.
This is the wrong clip, Jesse. I feel like this is definitely the right clip.
That is very loud though.
It is, right? Yeah, you can kind of get a. There was one where I had a full length of me driving and me revving the engine, going.
Right. But you thought this would be better. You just thought that.
I thought that was funnier. I thought that was a better piece of content.
Do you have the right video?
I think I can find it.
Okay,
we'll try the full one. Now I'm like self-conscious because now I'm like it's such a short video like that.
Oh,
the other one is like 10 seconds.
Oh,
so it's not even that long.
Happy birthday to President Trump. Here we go. Zachary, we're planning a big surprise for President Trump's birthday on June 14th, and we need your help. It's going to be a huge birthday card filled with over 2 million signatures and heartfelt messages written by the American people. You're one of President Trump's top supporters.
Oh, God.
I spent like $40 on buttons. There's no way. If I'm one of his top supporters, then this man is screwed.
That's a lot for his top supporters. That's a lot.
You're one of President Trump's top supporters, so we wanted to make sure that you had a chance to sign the official birthday card. Bonus, if you sign in the next 15 minutes, we'll make sure your name is at the top of... Dude, we gotta sign this birthday card.
Stop.
Please sign President Trump's official...
It's definitely a virus.
It's not a virus. No, I get these all the time.
Yeah.
Please sign President Trump's official birthday card at the top of his list. Signature missing. Confirm your information. I have a member ID. Holy shit.
Oh man, they're tracking you, man. They got you.
Sign President Trump's card.
You're a part of the Republican Party now.
Wish President Trump a happy birthday. Look at this smug fuck. Certified website of Republican National Headquarters. Sign his official birthday card and leave him a personal. Holy shit! I can just leave a message. Oh boy!
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
we're
wait,
gonna
please.
vote, boys.
Okay.
All
Can we make this by Ted Cruz? Can we have Ted Cruz wish him a happy birthday?
You tasted great. Teddy, he'll know who that's from, right?
Yeah, Teddy.
You tasted great, Teddy. You got
Teddy
some...
C. Teddy C.
Teddy
C.
Teddy C. Holy shit.
Love Teddy.
Love Teddy C.
Teddy C, yeah.
What about just love Teddy? Oh, fuck that. What is happening? Oh, Jesse, that's you.
Oh, that's me? Well...
Oh, wait, no, it's not. What is going on right now?
I don't have any... No, you can't come up. You can't. Hello. Hello, puppy.
Holy shit. You tasted great. Whoa, what is happening to my mouse right now? What the fuck?
It's the virus.
It's the virus. You're taking over. Dude, Ted Cruz is like, how dare you?
Your computer's going to start
my
having...
computer's fucked.
Having some really...
down to the taskbar and like starts typing shit.
it's like you talking shit, motherfucker.
No, it's just like Social Security.
Better...
Leave your information Oh no! That was my phone number. I'm gonna have to blur that. Okay.
It'll pop up again, I'm pretty sure.
Oh God. Okay. We'll fix that later. What zip code is Ted Cruz in? 329. Oh fuck. That is complete. 32952. How do you know that off the top of your head?
That's Florida zip code.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's great. That's even better.
No, definitely not doing that. They already have this one. You know, let's see if they shoot me a call. I gave them my work phone number. No, I gave them my work phone number, and they sent me text messages too. Like, these fuckers dude, they're relentless. Add my name. Dude, that's hilarious. Your signature and message has been added. President Trump will appreciate your birthday wishes, but the greatest gift you can give him is a Republican victory in 2022. We can't flip the House and Senate without your support. We're only a few donations short today. Can you step up and close the gap?
Oh my God, please don't.
Holy shit, we only have 4 hours, Kaylin.
Oh, shit.
We have to invest now.
Fuck. Look at that face. He's waiting.
The
Oh,
$100
dude, look
one
at
is
the $100 one is wiggling.
I love that they start you there. They're like 100.
Dude, that was
You can do
phenomenal.
100.
Complete your donation.
Donate is
Don't go. Look, they saw I was about to close it. They saw I was about to close the tab. Don't go. We can't let the left take over the nation. I know that's Nancy Pelosi. Who's this blue-eyed fuck? Who's this guy?
Who is that?
I'm not
Chuck
educated enough.
Schumer.
That's Chuck Schumer.
I think
Oh my
so, yeah.
God,
I
that's
think it is, yeah.
hysterical. Let's close this and
that's
see if they do something else.
It's crazy that they have a number ID for you. They're like Republican member number 9992.
It's like we're droids in the Republican Army. From fucking Star Wars. We're part of the Republic. Holy shit. Okay, since we shit on them, we have to find one from Joe Biden now. Hold on. GOP. What's GOP? I'm so dumb. I don't even know what GOP stands for.
Response.
President Trump. I can blur out all this stuff.
my email.
Don't worry. Your audit via input requested. We need your help pushing back against Joe Biden's radical. Dude, I'm telling you, most of them are from Donald Trump, but I swear some of them. We only have 5 minutes. No, hold on. I want to find one from Joe Biden here. Hold on, maybe. Joe. Wow.
Zachary, you could lower your rate on your home loan. I don't own a home.
Input requested via Republican flap. Second Amendment alert. Hey, I wanted to make sure you had a chance to take a look at this email from HQ. We need your help if we're going to hold Joe Biden accountable. Dude, it's so fucking funny.
From HQ, they had the HQ.
HQ.
As if you're like a top
Holy
member in the party. Like, Zach, we need you.
Shameful.
Shameful. Joe Biden is trying to take away our Second Amendment rights as one of our top supporters. Oh my God. His own son, Hunter, allegedly violated federal gun control laws already on the books.
You know what's sad is that people believe this.
And they think that they're a part of the HQ. They're like, I'm a top member of the party. I'm a top member. My voice matters.
15 minutes to sign. Okay, this is the. They sent me 2 emails about Donald Trump. Oh, here we go. RNC. It's no secret that big tech is out to get us. They already. Oh fuck, dude, they're all Republican. They already went for President Trump and countless other conservatives. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Wait, I looked up Joe Biden, right? Maybe it's just gonna be them ranting about Joe Biden. Your team, Joe Store. Okay, that's from me buying this stuff. End of month warning. Zachary, we only have 2 days until the end of month deadline. Our current pace, it looks like we might fall short of our goal and end up getting outraised by the DNC. So this is another Republican one. We're counting on the support of yeah, they like calling you patriots.
Like you.
Patriots like you, Zachary, to help us. Okay, that's all I'm looking for. Christ.
Why is there so many from them? They're
Dude,
like really bad at spam email. They're like spam.
Here we go. The RNC is committed to defending this nation from the radical agenda Biden. God damn it. The RNC, that's the Republican
It's
National.
all just them ranting about Biden.
I should look for the DNC, because that's the Democratic National whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah. I love it. It just lies comes up.
Okay, let's see.
It's like Gmail's like, oh, you'd like that one.
Look, this one is just titled, This is Urgent. The RNC has already emailed you. Now we're emailing you again. That's how urgent this is. The DNC membership numbers are rising rapidly. We had a hard time believing it, but numbers don't lie.
They would have a hard time believing it.
Holy shit, it goes to show you just how critical it is that every patriot, Jesse, steps up and joins us against the radical left.
I love
Holy
it that they
shit.
say we had a hard time believing it during the election and we thought it was a lie, but it's true. Holy fuck.
We need you to join our team today as a 2021 sustaining member. Zachary, if we don't pick up the pace, we risk falling behind the radical left and being unable to take Congress in 2022. We should stop now because this could be a really funny bit
Chairman
if I edit it properly.
McDaniel is counting on your support.
I don't even know who that is. Holy shit. I'm going to stop now because I'll definitely go through these. I was thinking about going through and making a bit out of these. Today's the final day to support our March fundraising blitz. Liberal mega donors have been busy cutting fat checks to support the DNC's dishonest attacks and attempt to undermine President Trump's legacy. Every patriot that knows President Trump's America First policy benefited all Americans, but that won't stop the DNC from spreading lies to support their radical agenda. I didn't even know you could do this in an email. You like highlight words. Time to.
That's the words that you looked up.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I'm a dumbass. Don't listen to me. Time is running out to add your name to our list of March fundraising blitz donors to show President Trump you have his back. As a top supporter, only with your support will we have the resources. Dude, I make like 50 grand a year. What do you expect from me? Go talk to like the owner of Big Oil, dude. I ain't got shit for you. I bought some buttons, now leave me the fuck alone. Okay, let's end this fucking thing.
Oh, wait, you didn't open Jesse's email.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
I didn't send it. I got caught up in this other.
He got caught up in the DNC.
You know, we can wait for another day for it.
No, just send it
No,
to
I'll
me. Just
send
send
it,
it real
okay.
quick.
I got preoccupied. I was like, oh man, this stuff is good.
Just cover your mic. Oh, wow. For a Prius, dude? That's pretty fucking...
Yeah, right.
And I'll be filming this.
I know.
So that is that's old
Play it
Redmond.
one more time and don't talk.
Okay, don't talk. My favorite part is if you go like halfway through, you can see this thing is freaking the fuck out. Like if you look at the MP fucking, that's not miles per gallon.
Odometer?
Odometer. That's the word I'm looking for. Look at it. It's like freaking the fuck out. Like his car is fucked. Look at this thing. Holy shit.
That's just the video, like if you record a TV screen.
I think it
Oh, you
was
think that's
normal
what
when
it
I
is?
was driving because
Okay.
I did not see that. I did not see like
It's
going
freaking the fuck out, dude. I like how sporadic your camera fucking work is. Like, look at the way he shines it at the radio for a second. It's like, it's like you're shifting gears.
I wanted it to be sporadic because I figured that would add to the dramaticness of it.
Holy shit. Well, thank you, Jesse. That
no
was a lot of
problem.
fun.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
It was. Good time.
All right.
Closing statement.
Closing statements. I have nothing. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. That's not true. I had a bowl of soup. That's about it. I had soup in these cookies, and I'm gonna get phlegm if I keep eating these cookies. But thanks for watching. I appreciate you coming and hanging out, Jesse. Kaylin, I appreciate you switching, doing your little Queen Elizabeth wave. I'm not gonna wave to the camera now. I'm just gonna cut it at some point. I'm gonna keep talking, and eventually it's gonna fade out, and the music is gonna come.
We're not gonna treat them like they're little bitches.
Throw some.
We're not gonna treat them like the little bitches.
And subscribe, you little bitch.